Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner we have the challenger, the pen. And in this corner, the reigning champion, the brush. Let's get ready to rumble! Okay, you two, I want a good clean fight. You fight till one of you is dead. Alright? Fight! Maybe that's not the best way to determine which of these tools is better. It's me again, your old pal Max West. I draw comics. I also draw picture books and write them too. And today I'm going to talk about an age-old debate when it comes to drawing. Which is the better tool when it comes to drawing? Is it the pen? Or is it the brush? Well, I'll offer my thoughts on that. We'll start with the brush. The brush has its champions, and I'll be honest, when it comes to which of the two is more versatile, that goes down to the brush. Yep, the brush is much more versatile to the pen. With a good brush, you can get all kinds of lines with just one tool. Plus, you can get a thin to thick to thin line with one single brush. You can't do that with a pen, be it a marker like this, or a technical drawing pen, or a nib pen. Let me compare this. This is a comic strip, Poison Ivy Gulch, that I'm inking. Now the border here, this was done with a Speedball C4 nib. It's a very cold and mechanical line. Now you see this here. This is supposed to be a very steep rock. Now this was done with a brush. I mean, yeah, just look at that line. It just looks so organic and lifelike as opposed to the cold feel of a pen. Now what's wrong with the brush? Well, brushes are very high maintenance. You got to clean them regularly. Yeah, see, this is a very dirty brush. They can be expensive, especially if you decide to get top-of-the-line brushes, like sable brushes. And sooner or later, even with constant upkeep, they'll wear out. See? This is a worn brush I keep around for special effects. The pen is the brush is also very hard to use and difficult to master. If you really want to draw comics with a brush, if you want to ink them, you got your work cut out for you. It takes lots of practice, lots of patience. But there are people who swear by the brush. Jack Kirby, when he inked comics, he used a brush. Bill Watterson, who drew Calvin and Hobbes, as well as Jeff Smith, who drew Bone, and Walt Kelly, who drew Pogo, they all used brushes, and their draftsmanship was amazing. So what about the pen? You know, I slammed this pretty hard. You know, I said the brush was definitely the more versatile of the two. Whatever the pen can do, the brush can do better. Now that I've said that, let's not dismiss drawing with a pen. To be honest, a pen is easier to use and easier to master. It can also be a better route and a quicker route to a paying livelihood. I mean, my personal preference is for the pen, while some people prefer, to get rich lines from brushes. I prefer the pen because, well, that's the look I want to achieve. I use some of these you see here, and as you know, I use a nib pen. This is a pretty good compromise between the standard marker or technical pen and the brush. I still get a good variety of lines. They can be these you can clean, these markers, once they're gone, you throw them away. Some pens, like the technical drawing pen, this has to be disassembled, cleaned with water as well as pen cleaner, so that can be a pain for some. You know, pen nibs have to be cleaned, and sooner or later they wear out and have to be discarded. Now, while the brush gives more versatile lines, the pen I personally prefer. This is a recent Poison Ivy Gulch that I inked. There's Mayor Sidewinder, the mayor of the town. I mean, the pen just gives still a good line. The pen is my personal favorite tool, hands down. So you're wondering what it all boils down to. Which is better, the pen or the brush? I'm afraid there's no winner. It's a draw. In the end, it depends on your personal preference as well as your needs. I say you try out both tools, see what you like. Once you settle on something, practice with it, draw with it. If you can train your eyes, your mind, and your hand, no matter what tool you use, and what you draw, your work will look amazing. Remember, anyone can draw. Hit the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified when I do more uploads. Until next time, this is your old pal Max West saying goodbye.